Welcome to The Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here today because we are diving into something that honestly feels like it was ripped straight out of a sci-fi movie. But it's actually unfolding right now in the real world. Just imagine showing up to work tomorrow morning and finding out your manager has been replaced. And not by another person, but by artificial intelligence. A manager that literally never sleeps, never takes a coffee break, and, well, isn't even human. So let's just jump right in and unpack exactly how this massive shift is reshaping the workplace.
Seriously, I want you to just stop and think about this for a second. What actually happens when your boss is an algorithm? It's kind of a jarring thought, right? But the truth is, we have to ask it. Because for millions of Americans, this is not some hypothetical what if for the year 2050. It's becoming their day-to-day reality right now.
Okay, Section 1. Meet your new boss.
Up until very recently, when we talked about AI, we were mostly just amazed by how it could answer complex questions or, write computer code. But artificial intelligence is quietly stepping right past those kinds of tasks. It's actually stepping into management, taking over supervisory roles that have historically only ever been done by humans. Now, the promise here is this incredible, almost flawless efficiency, but it completely changes the entire dynamic of how we work. For decades, being a human manager meant making tough judgment calls. You have to balance firm deadlines with actual empathy. A human boss considers a family emergency, or a personal struggle, or maybe a unique strength you have that just doesn't fit neatly into a spreadsheet. But the AI manager? It relies strictly on numbers, data, and patterns. It strips away all the instinctual parts of leadership and builds its decisions purely from enormous amounts of raw data.
Because AI sees the workplace completely differently than we do. It sees every email response time, every customer interaction, every sales call, every minute you spend on a project, every missed deadline. It processes this relentless, sheer volume of data points in mere seconds. It never misses a beat, meticulously tracking every task you complete to predict your productivity and ultimately decide whether or not you are statistically deserving of a promotion.
Moving right along to Section 2, the perfect algorithm.
For large organizations, the corporate appeal of this technology is undeniable. Imagine trying to manage a workforce of 10,000 employees. A human leadership team, no matter how ridiculously talented they are, can only process so much information at once. But in AI, it can monitor the performance of all 10,000 employees across a whole organization simultaneously, spotting problems long before they turn into really expensive mistakes. And it's not just happening in Silicon Valley tech hubs, it's everywhere. In warehouses, AI systems are already generating real-time task assignments. Delivery companies are running intelligent algorithms for route optimization. Over in retail, AI is predicting staffing needs hour by hour. And in call centers, software is running instant conversation analysis to improve service quality. Across all these industries, everyday employees are already getting their daily instructions generated by software rather than a human supervisor.
Now, supporters of this shift actually make a pretty compelling argument for the pros of an AI boss. Think about it. An algorithm doesn't have a bad day because it got stuck in terrible traffic. It doesn't need 3 cups of coffee before it's willing to approve your time off. It doesn't hold grudges. It definitely doesn't promote its buddies over more qualified coworkers. And ideally, it completely ignores appearance, personality, and all that toxic office politics. If an AI is designed responsibly, it could evaluate everyone fairly, using totally consistent standards, where your performance depends entirely on measurable results, not on who you play golf with. For anyone who has ever dealt with unfair treatment at work, that level of consistency probably sounds incredibly refreshing.
But here's the crucial pivot, right here. AI is only as fair as the information it's given. We absolutely cannot look at the promise of perfect objectivity without acknowledging the real-world risks and the other side of this story.
Which brings us to Section 3, flaws in the code. Here's the reality. Algorithms learn from history. So, if an organization's historical hiring or promotion data reflects past human biases or discrimination, an AI system might unknowingly learn and just repeat those exact same patterns. Plus, if the code measures productivity solely by pure speed, thoughtful employees who produce really high-quality work might actually get penalized just because their deliberate process takes a little bit longer. Put yourself in that position for a minute. Would your creativity suffer if you had to please software all day? Imagine spending your entire workday just optimizing your behavior to satisfy an algorithm's metrics, rather than, actually serving your customers, collaborating with your peers, or doing meaningful, innovative work. Businesses are actively debating this right now, wondering if people will stop taking thoughtful risks if the algorithm only ever rewards guaranteed efficiency.
Section 4, the privacy dilemma.
Beyond just performance metrics, we really have to look at the deep systemic risks of all this data collection. Proponents will absolutely claim this massive influx of data boosts overall productivity, but critics are sounding major alarms about the creation of workplaces where constant surveillance is just the norm. Look at the astonishing scope of algorithmic monitoring modern systems can do now. Your computer activity, your meeting attendance, your typing speed, customer ratings, even your communication patterns are being analyzed to measure how well you collaborate. Every single click, every pause, every little interaction feeds into the algorithm's ongoing evaluation of your worth to the company.
Being watched every single moment of the day raises incredibly difficult questions about trust and personal freedom. Americans have long valued a sense of independence in the workplace, and while a lot of us are perfectly fine being evaluated on our results, being monitored and judged every single second of the day creates this massive, uncomfortable tension between corporate efficiency and personal autonomy.
All right, Section 5, the human element.
So let's look at the synthesis of this whole debate. In a pretty ironic twist, AI might actually be the thing that saves human managers from the very tasks they absolutely despise doing. Let's be honest, nobody became a manager because they just love tracking spreadsheets and approving vacation days. AI can handle all those mundane chores. The delegation list includes things like scheduling meetings, approving routine requests, creating data reports, tracking attendance, and preparing basic performance summaries. AI doesn't have to replace managers entirely. By taking over these repetitive administrative tasks that frustrate supervisors the most, AI can actually free human managers up to do what they actually do best. And this beautifully illustrates the dividing line here. On one hand, AI capabilities are phenomenal at analyzing data, tracking metrics, predicting trends, and managing inventory. It's brilliant at it. But on the other hand, look at human leadership, earning trust, resolving really messy, complex conflicts, inspiring confidence when things are uncertain, sitting down and helping an employee through a difficult period in their life. You see, no spreadsheet in the world can fully measure compassion. No algorithm can truly understand ambition, fear, resilience, or hope. These deeply human qualities cannot be tracked in a software program, and they are absolutely essential to real leadership.
Section 6, redefining leadership. Which brings us to our ultimate conclusion. The future of the workplace probably isn't this epic battle of humans versus AI. It's humans and intelligent machines working together to redefine what leadership actually looks like. If we zoom out and contextualize this historically, we see a really clear pattern. The Industrial Revolution completely transformed factories back in the 18th century, computers revolutionized our offices in the late 20th century, the internet changed communication forever at the turn of the 21st century. And today? Well, artificial intelligence is stepping up to transform management itself. Every single major innovation in human history has brought profound new challenges for sure, but also incredible new opportunities. Workers learn new skills, businesses adapt, and entirely new industries emerge from the dust. Which leads us to this hugely empowering takeaway. The employees who really thrive are going to be the ones who learn how to work with AI, not compete against it. The very definition of leadership is evolving right before our eyes. The best managers of tomorrow are going to be the ones who can combine technical AI management with irreplaceable, deeply human trust and creativity. They'll understand the text's strengths, recognize its blind spots, and double down on the human abilities that technology still completely struggles to replicate. So perhaps the biggest question isn't actually whether AI can become your boss, it's whether you'll accept it. Would you honestly trust software to determine your salary? Would you feel comfortable letting an algorithm recommend your promotion or decide who gets hired on your team? The debate is really just getting started, and it is endlessly fascinating. If you found this explainer helpful and you want more structured, thought-provoking insights about technology, business, and the future of work, make sure you hit that subscribe button. The biggest changes shaping tomorrow are already happening today, and you absolutely won't want to miss what we break down next. See you next time.